Recording. Okay. All right. So welcome to the July meeting of the Ella Book Collaborative. Thank you to those that could join. I wasn't sure about the time. I know it's mid-morning for a lot of people if you're parents and you have soccer games, and I know Deb has even company there right now. So I appreciate you coming. But I'm going to keep changing the times just so that we can continue to get some different folks to these meetings and try to accommodate all the different time zones and countries and things like that. So, there's Ornella coming and Tashi. We'll wait just a quick second for these guys. Hi. All right. Welcome, everybody. All right. So we had just gotten started, Ornella and Tashi. So I just want to jump into some updates for everyone so that you know basically what's been happening and what I've been working on for the last month or so. If you have been to the website recently, you'll probably see that there are now a total of 35 authors in the collaborative. I make number 36, I think. So we are at the 35 mark. There is one other person out there that was late getting their information in. So she might be adding in either August or September, but I don't want to go beyond that right now. I want to keep our attention and focus on all of you guys. But that's a good group. And I tell you, it's a mixed group of a lot of different talents and skill sets. So, and you all have been doing, an excellent job. I've been even able to meet with some of you on a one-to-one Zoom basis and talk about things. Ornella, you're out there spreading the word like crazy for us. So thank you for doing that. So you guys are all doing your share of marketing, and so I really appreciate that. For those 35 authors, all of the authors' pages have been completed. So if you have a chance to go to the website and check it out, and I'll show you just a very easy way to get there. Hold on a second. I'm going to bring it up. So let's see, share screen. All right, where's my Ella's Way? Hold on a second. Share screen. Ella's Way, okay. So if you go to the Ella's Way page and you click on the book collaborative, you can also go down and click on Meet the Authors. And there's all of our authors are listed on this page. And I even went ahead and added where everybody is located, just so you can see that we're from kind of all over the world here right now. I didn't drill it down to cities or anything like that, but at least what states and what countries people are from. So I thought that was kind of exciting doing that. And then if you click on the person's name, it'll take you to the authors page. So everybody has their own authors page. So if you get a chance just to bomb through and take a look at some of the authors and see all the different talents that we have lots of teachers in the group. We have business people in the group. We have, parents, special needs advocates and things like that. So it's just a really exciting time for all of us. So we've got a lot to be proud of right now. I have gone ahead and every book that has been submitted for the level 2 and the level 3 authors, all of the stickers are now embedded. So you'll see those on the website as well. We have a partial list of the written reviews done. Vacations have kind of gotten in the way with some folks here, but we're working through that. So you'll see some of those. I know, John, yours is done. Deb, yours is done. There's a few others. So we're working our way through all of those. So you should be seeing those in the next couple of months. I have completed the first round of book purchases from all of our level 3 donor program. So that is all done right now. Some of those books have already been donated to an organization called Piper's Key. And I'm going to show you again on the website. Under our community spotlight, I've gone ahead and let's see, get there, highlighted Piper's Key. I've never heard of this organization before. And I actually might have the owner of this group come to our next meeting and maybe talk a little bit more about it. But Piper's Key, or Piper, was an infant that passed away from a very rare form of spinal muscular atrophy. So at the age of, I think, like 27 days or something like that. And there's a picture over here with her mom. What she decided to do, her mom, Jennifer, decided to form a nonprofit organization that gifts books where the main character either has a disability or there's a theme about disabilities in the book. And she's gifting those books to families of children that are born with disabilities, so that the child has someone in a book that they can identify with, or that they can be seen in a positive light. I know, John, your books were both included in that last donation to Piper's Key as well. So it's a beautiful organization. I've connected also a couple of the other authors with her directly. But what she's doing, she's getting donations as well as purchasing books with those types of disability themes. So, and then she's donating them outright, gifting them to families with children with disabilities. I'll show a couple more pictures down here. It's interesting that this book Eli included is our newest author. Michelle Sullivan will be joining us as well. But there's a picture of Piper. So it's a beautiful, beautiful organization. So you may be looking, you may be interested in developing a relationship with her directly, and having your books go through Piper's Key to be donated. So I'll get that information out to everyone, but I do think that I'm going to go ahead and have her come to one of our upcoming meetings as well. Okay, in addition to that, so I have made the first round of donations. I have 2 other book packages that need to go out to 2 schools that are interested as well, that reached out to us. And so we'll be getting those put together. We didn't want to send them out in the middle of the summer, but as we get into August, more principals are back into their schools now and getting ready for the new school years. And in fact, some schools are even opening up at the end of August. So we'll be getting those packages together and donating probably 2 more of them out, like right away. When I send out the donation, you will get an email from me that says that your book was in a recent donation package to a particular organization, to a particular school. So John, you guys should have gotten one of those in the mail, or in your email, probably your mom did, that said your books were part of a donation package. So at least you'll know to where your books are going, to what state they're going to, or what school they're going to, what school district. So you'll have that information. So now that I've completed the first round of purchases, we just received a grant from an organization called the Clive and Suzanne Fazioli Foundation. And they donate to a lot of different organizations, but this was connected through Dave Richards, who you may have met, you met at a previous meeting. He heads up our marketing and social media for us. So Dave made the personal connection to this foundation, and they made a donation to us. So we're going to use that money to purchase another round of books from all of you guys. So you'll see that coming pretty soon. Though they did have a specific request, though, that we donate the books to schools here in Massachusetts in an area that they live. So those books will be going to 5 different schools here in two towns over from us. So that's exciting. So again, you'll be getting a second purchase from me, and you'll be getting an email that says where those books are actually going to. All right, so be on the lookout for that. So that's the grant information. I promised everybody newsletters. So we have a June and July newsletter that have both gone out. Hopefully you saw those in your email. If not, check your spam folder and let me know. Hopefully they're not going to too many spam folders, but check it out. I also posted them. There's a newsletter tab on our website. So both of them are posted there. July and both June and July, we just randomly selected authors from level 2, level 3. We promised that we would be including new folks in our marketing. So they're randomly selected. It may be a little bit about you as an author. It may with a link to your author's page, or it may be a little bit about your book and a link back to your author's page. Either way, it links it back to the website. It went out to about 400 recipients, and I'm looking at trying to add at least another 50 or 60 from some connections that I have for the August newsletter. But I thought it might be helpful if you guys have any names of family members, relatives, teachers that you know, or anyone that you think might be interested in the newsletter, if you could send me those names or their email addresses, and I'm happy to include them on the newsletter. I can just add them right to the distribution list. So if you could think, I'm going to ask everyone, maybe if you could think of 10 people that you think might be great. If we got 10 from 35 authors, that's another 350 people we could add to our distribution list. So be thinking about that. If you have some names that you can send me, then I'll put them right in the distribution and they will get it as well. For the August newsletter, one of the things that I want to do is to add information about the virtual authors visits. So on our webpage, and I keep screen sharing, but I'm going to go back here again. On our webpage, let me move this, hold on a second. Under authors visits, this site says there's authors from around the world available to visit your classroom. And we're offering virtual authors visits to elementary schools, preschools, other children's groups. In-person visits are on a case-by-case basis if it's somebody that maybe is in your particular area. And it's just information that says all of the people that are listed here right now are interested and available if a school would like a virtual visit. There's no rates set for any of this. We're just kind of the love connection between you and an interested school that might visit our website. You guys determine your own rates, but what we want to do is for people who are interested to click on the name. So Melody will click on your name. It'll take them to your author's page, tell about your book. It'll tell about you. And then if they're interested in having you, they would submit this inquiry form here at the bottom. And I did say indicate if you have an author's preference. Once I get that inquiry, I'll send it out to you guys so that you can then make that connection with whoever the person is that's interested. And then you just take it from there. What I need to do though is make sure that everybody who's interested in doing a virtual author's visit is listed here. So if you haven't let me know yet that you want your name on this list for doing virtual visits, please, and Deb, I think I just added yours, so you're on there now. But if you're not on the list, let me know, and I'll put you up there. Any thoughts about that, you guys? I want to put it in the newsletter so we can start marketing it and getting the information out to everybody. Is that good, folks?
Yeah.
Good. Look good? Great. Very good. All right, so that's the newsletter. All right, some folks had asked me about the kindness stickers, getting them physically. Oh, hi, Yolanda. Nice to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Good, welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
When we get through the updates, we're just going to kind of go around too and have everybody just introduce themselves real quick again and just say where you're from and what your book is. So we kind of just hopped in thinking maybe we'd get some folks starting a little bit later.
Okay.
So, and Yolanda, we're a little bit light. We're not sure if this time worked out for a lot of people.
It works. You know, you make it work.
We'll try to make it work. Okay. All right. The kindness stickers. So a lot of folks had asked about actually getting physical stickers that they could put on their books. So I have ordered the stickers. They'll be coming in. So I'll be emailing out the information to everyone. We're going to be sending out. So these stickers will be granted out or gifted to the level 2 and the level 3 folks, and they are, I think we're going to do 100 stickers for level 2 and 200 stickers for level 3. And then after that, we'll have them available on the website. So if you'd like to purchase more, they're only going to be pennies for them, and you can go ahead and purchase them as well. All right. But what I am going to ask the authors for, since everybody, some people are in Canada, some people are in India, wherever you guys are located, to assist the web, since we didn't really budget this into the collaborative program, it kind of came up as a request after. We'll gift you the stickers, but we might ask for some assistance with just postage, if that's okay with everyone. So we'll gift you out the stickers originally, ask for your assistance with postage, but then after that, you can purchase as many more as you'd like for just pennies on the dollar. And those will be available on the website as well. Any questions about the stickers, you guys? Sound good? Good. There'll be, I believe they're like 2 inches. So they're a 2-inch size. So that should work out. We thought 1 inch was a little bit small, but 2 inch should work out pretty well. It should, and you can put it anywhere on your book that you'd like.
Mary,
Yeah.
is there a way to possibly work out distributing digital stickers that we could then put on our website, our own websites?
I can. Absolutely. So I think I sent everyone, and if I didn't, I apologize. I may have sent you an image of the stickers, but I'll go ahead and get those all out to everybody again. There's no reason why you can't do that. All right.
Yeah.
No problem. Send that back out. Okay. So that's,
Terry, I see this, like, looks like a muted mic by Ornelia. I don't know if she can hear us or we can't hear her, if she knows we can't hear her. And same thing with Yolanda, you have one of those.
I can hear you.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good, okay. And same thing with Yolanda, you have that muted
Yes,
mic.
I can hear you. I just didn't want any background noise to
Okay,
disturb
okay.
everything.
I was just worried that we were all talking and they couldn't hear us, or they're saying.
yeah, as a matter of fact, the more Zoom meetings that I do at meetings, and I have a lot of meetings and everything for work, and everybody mutes like right off the bat.
Yeah.
And then they get into, they unmute so quickly and then mute back again. It's like,
Yeah.
we know that you seasoned muters. So you're able to click it on and off pretty quickly. So I'm home alone today. So let me just add, so he'll kill me if I don't say something, but Dave Richards really wanted to be here today. But in addition to working very hard for Ella's Way, he works full time as a letter carrier. So he's out delivering mail today. Okay, but he's working, he works so hard for Ella's Way, but he says that his other job gets in the way all the time. So he's doing that, but loves his customers. And that's the way he also makes some great connections for us at the same time. So with that in mind, I'm actually going to dive into something that has been in the works for a while, but is growing and that he is taking and running with right now. And it's called our Restaurants for Respect program. So Dave has worked out with local restaurants in the past that to take one item that's on their menu, and then they can pick whatever menu item they want that might represent something near and dear to their heart. For example, we have a restaurant who has autism in the family. So they elected to take their blue cheeseburger because the color of the blue is symbolic of the logos for autism. So they took their blue cheeseburger, and for every blue cheeseburger sold, they have donated $1 to Ella's Way. And this has been going on for a while. And they, even during the pandemic, they still sent us donations. So that's been wonderful having that kind of support. We have 2 other restaurants right now that are interested in giving support as well, but they're going to be doing it a little bit differently. One of the restaurants is a pizza restaurant, and they have designed a specialty pizza. And for 1 month, every pizza that's sold, every specialty pizza that's sold, they'll be donating a portion of that to Ella's Way for a 1 month period of time. So we have them. So, and then we have another restaurant that we met with yesterday, and they are going to have an Ella's Way dinner, an Ella's Way event in the evening. And what they're going to do is, for all the sales of that particular evening, and this is a really, really nice high-end restaurant near us, they're going to donate a percentage of the sales for that entire evening to Ella's Way. So he's on the bandwagon now saying there's no limit to the amount of restaurants that we could get to do something like this. So we're looking at all the restaurants in our particular area. And even if it's a pizza place that could do a special pizza for a month, or a coffee place that might want to take a particular coffee and then donate sales, or take one day and have a percentage of sales on the particular day donated to us. So he jumped on the bandwagon and he's really coordinating this for us right now. The money that comes in through this Restaurants for Respect program, we're going to be going back and purchasing more books from all of you guys. So it's going to directly benefit the collaborative by doing this. So with that in mind, if you guys have a family member that might work in a restaurant, or friends that own a restaurant, or friends that work at a restaurant that you think might be interested in having or supporting our collaborative in some way, they agree with our mission, they want to give back to their community. If you let us know the name of the person in the restaurant, Dave Richards will reach out to them and try to coordinate something with them. And then we will use any money that's donated to us. We could donate books to maybe schools that are in their own community. So down in the Cape, Deb, if you know someone who works in a restaurant and you think, they've been known for giving back to the community in the past, or you think they would support our mission, just let us know, like in that area, and then we could use that money to donate to schools in their particular area. And that could be anywhere.
Yeah.
All right. So just food for thought. How about that? That was bad. But anyway, so he's thinking about doing that anywhere. We can do that anywhere in the country. All right. So be thinking about that. All right. So that's hopefully going to help us to grow even that much more. And then lastly, I had one of the things that came up. My son, who lives in Canada, lives in the beautiful city of Vancouver, Canada, has a group of people that he does games with online. They might have a virtual bingo night, or they might play virtual cards, or have a trivia night, or something like that. And everyone that plays with them, they're like, it's like a Zoom, they're all facing each other and they're all playing trivia, they're all playing bingo or whatever. And the idea came up that what if we had some virtual games online and tried to raise money doing that? So if we had a virtual bingo game, for example, and everyone paid, I don't know, what's the average, like $3 for a card, something like that. They had a card that was sent to them, or I haven't played it online, so I'm not exactly sure how it works, but people would pay to actually join the bingo event with the understanding that the money is going to a charity. Dave's son, Sean, and who's also on our board of directors, he's our chief financial officer on our board of directors, has a fraternity that he belonged to in college. And they do a lot of things like this, and then they donate the money back to charity. So we were thinking about perhaps having Sean contact that fraternity and see if they would organize it, or if they would do it and raise money for Ella's Way that way. And then we turn around and donate all the money back to the collaborative again. Has anyone ever done an event like that online before? Have you ever played virtual bingo or virtual trivia or anything like that?
No.
Done it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it. My
You let-
brother,
Did you raise money through it, Yolanda?
my brother does. Yes, he does it. He does it for parties, and he does it for corporate, their diversity groups. And it's the topic that he uses, though, it's to introduce people to Black culture and, different things related to Black culture. But I've played video games, trivia games with girlfriends on a Saturday brunch, different things like that. So it's really fun.
For a fundraising event, is it pretty successful?
I would say he usually collects, there's one person that hosts it, and they
Okay.
pay a fee to have him host the
Host it.
event.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, I think that this is a good idea. It's just we just have to figure out how to get people involved. And if the fraternity, they can probably help. I don't know if they do marketing and things like that, but I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah. And Melody, you've done it as well?
My granddaughter is a cheerleader at the university, Stony Brook, and they did a paint night that was a fundraiser, and then they also did a bingo type night that that you bought the cards, and the money was collected, and they I'm trying to think. I think they divided the winnings between the cheerleading because they had to fundraise for them, and a portion also went to the winner.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
they divided it that way.
So how did they get the participants the cards? Is it electronic or did they?
Yeah, it was.
mail?
Yes, we were given. We were able to go to the website, I think, and get our card.
Got it.
And they had a way of keeping track too, because they sort of knew who the winner was as they were going
Gotcha.
along, because they had some
Okay.
kind of way to know which card was doing the kind of bingo that they were designating for that
Got it.
game.
Okay.
So
Wow. So my son has a large group of people that play like this. And again, the winner, I think they pay so much, and then a portion goes to whoever's hosting it, and the portion goes to the winner as well. But I was thinking that would be kind of a fun way, especially with, college age kids, and they're looking to do some kind of social things together, and doing something like that online. Bingo's come back. I mean, it was, back in my day, everybody played, bingo down at the church or the fire station or whatever. But this online thing, I guess people are just really doing it more and more. So I thought, man, that'd be kind of interesting as a fundraiser.
Right. Yes.
Especially, we'd have to get somebody to do it for us, because I don't have the slightest clue how to do it, but I wouldn't know. But I thought that would be something different to do as well. So we're just looking at trying to generate some more income so that we continue to build these donation packages and send them out. The paint night was
that idea.
Yeah, I'm assuming that was a physical, in-person night event.
No,
Was it?
No, I'm trying to think how. I think you were told. I'm trying to think if you were told exactly what kind of paint you needed to get, and the size of the canvas they suggested. And then there was someone who was knowledgeable and artistic was doing it along with us, and we were trying to emulate what they were doing. It was we had this is also for the cheerleading. So we had a group of about 10 people around the table. It was very interesting. Some of the yes, it was sort of a starry night kind of a.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Little Van Gogh.
It was fun. It was fun.
Oh good.
I've done
Yeah.
that with wine glasses.
Oh,
You have?
With wine glasses.
You decorated the wine glasses?
Yeah, there were probably 40 people, and we all leading it, and we raised money for a charity. Everybody went home with a wine glass that was painted. So
was that an in-person event?
yes.
In-person event?
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, that's another idea as well.
That
Yeah.
is.
Maybe you could do it online.
you could do it online instead of
Yeah.
the canvas that we had.
Yeah.
Everyone would have their wine glass.
Yeah,
Yeah. Huh?
I agree.
It would be easier to pick up wine glasses, at a dollar store than
I got them at the dollar store.
yeah, you can pick them up there versus having to buy an actual canvas would be more expensive. So
I think
yeah, that would be fun.
I like that idea, especially for readers. A lot of readers like to have a glass of wine with their books.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then maybe we come up with a fun name for the night. That would be fun. So we just have to find someone who's an artist that knows how to paint. Hint, hint.
Is there someone amongst us?
Oh, gee, who might that be, Deb? If we did something like that, would you be interested in teaching a little group of us or a group of folks how to paint?
You know what we did, now that I think of it, I made a pattern and I stuck it on the inside of the wine glass so that if you didn't want to do your own design, you had, I think we did a starfish actually. And so you just take it and put it on the inside of the glass and the person can follow it, coloring book
Hmm.
with a paintbrush and the paint.
That's a good idea.
Wow.
I like that.
Yeah, it was fun. We did
And
it.
if you did it via Zoom, we could have a lot of people participating. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's an idea.
Yeah. Oh, I like, see, this is where we all meet, talk about this stuff.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Hmm.
All right, so we have more ideas definitely about raising money. So we've got a Restaurants for Respect. We can talk about a virtual game night. We can talk about a virtual paint night. I think that the paint night's probably pretty easy to pull together. It would just be getting the names of folks and, getting the information out to everybody. So I think that would be fun. Good. So that's what, any other questions about updates? That's basically all the updates that I have for today. Now, Jamie Gabbard was sick, unfortunately, is not able to join us today. So we were going to have a little Instagram update, but she's going to join us next month instead. I thought I'd just take a couple of minutes, if you guys are okay, just going around, just again, with new folks with us today, just talking your name, where you're from, what the name of your book is, and basically just real quick what it's about. So Deb, you want to start us off first?
Oh, sure. I'm Deb Binnig, and I wrote What Color Is Your Heart? It's about a girl that has to use her voice to speak up to a bully, basically. And did I lose anything here?
I don't know. Things are flashing on the screen.
Oh,
Oh,
I see. And in the end, it just would ask the question, what color do you want it to be? It tells the story of what happened to a little girl. And in the end, asks, what color do you want your heart to be? So it's something to think about.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's just a beautiful book.
Powerful message.
Yeah, and her story and her paint, it's all in collage work that's done. So that's a beautiful, beautiful story.
Nice.
Melody, what's your book?
okay. Here we are. Hannah's Two Homes, and I live on Long Island. I'm a retired teacher. I was working my tenure of about 33 years, all in primary grades. And Hannah's Two Homes, Life in a Blended Family, a 5-year-old's perspective. And it's about Hannah. And Hannah lives between her mom's residence and her dad's residence with her new step-parents and half siblings. And it shows how she sort of adjusts and copes to what comes her way as she moves between the two households. It's also an interfaith story because her dad was Jewish, her mom was Christian. So it delves into some major holidays with her celebrating with the families, separate families with the two different holidays, and the pets, and how she feels when she's with one family, missing the other family, and vice versa. And it was basically hopefully something that would bring some comfort so that people could relate to a child like Hannah, or maybe they have a friend who moves between the mom's and dad's house, and they understand a little bit why their friend Johnny can't play with him this week because he's over at his mom's house instead of the dad's house.
Great. Yeah, it's a beautiful book as well. And you must have found, Melody, that the types of books with similar themes to yours, they're very limited, right? There's not too many books.
That was one of the things that sort of inspired me, motivated me to write the book, because for my 33 years of teaching, at the time, they were learning to read with Sally, Dick, and Jane. And Sally, Dick, and Jane was a very typical nuclear family. And that was not the kind of life the majority of my children I was teaching in New York City came from. And in many cases, they weren't living with either parent. They might have been living with a grandparent or an aunt. So I was thinking that children needed to perhaps see someone like themselves in a book, and also that makes it a little bit different than the other books. I never mentioned the word divorce because there are so many, and I could even, I could state the statistics, but there's so many parents. I think 50% of children who come from parents who are not married are divorced by the time their child is 9 years old.
Hmm.
20% of married parents who had children are divorced by the time their children are 9 years old. So that Sally, Dick, and Jane did not address this type of phenomenon. And I thought this kind of book would bring them some comfort and give them someone to relate to.
Yeah, well done. It definitely is much needed out there. With those kind of statistics, I wasn't aware of that. So that's incredible. So thank you, Melody. Ornella's got a little visitor down there. So why don't we jump down and have you, if you want to. And Ornella, you're up in Maine. You're not too far from me.
Yeah,
Where in Maine are you, may I
in
ask?
Gorham. I live in Gorham.
Okay, well, at the moment, I'm at Point Sebago, which is on Sebago Lake. This is where our
Yeah.
vacation home is, so I'm probably not far from you.
Wow, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. So you're near Portland.
Yes, in near Portland. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Are they- And who's this little one we have with us here? Who's this?
This is Mr. Ben.
Hi.
You wanted to say hi? Can you say hi? He lost his teeth last night.
Oh,
Oh, congratulations.
go. Growing up. Good for you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ben.
So Arnell, you have 2 books. You want to just tell us about your books real quick?
Yeah. So first of all, my name is Ornella, for those I met for the first time here, and I'm so excited to meet you all. I was born and raised in Burundi. It's in East Africa.
Ah.
And I moved to Maine 7 years ago. I have lived there for 7 years now. I am married, I have 4 kids, and I work as credit consultant. And my husband and I own our own company. Its name is Rorima Children's World. The company is about all we envision for the future for our own children and the next generation. And the company focuses on the positive values. We really care about the positive values and like empathy, compassion, kindness. And we want to instill those values not only on our own children, but all children who will read our books and all children who meet us every day. So that is our focus. And one of our book is my amazing friend here is a story of a triplet that was rejected because in their the neighborhood they used to live, people were not used to see triplet. So they start calling names and they told them that they bullied them, and their parent decided to move from that neighborhood and went to a new neighborhood. And when they went in that neighborhood, they made new friends and they shared lifetime memories together. And the kids that welcomed them became the amazing friend of those 3 kiddos. It's a story that I imagine like that, but it was meant to teach about acceptance and how we can do more when we do it together, regardless of race, of gender, or where everybody comes from. We believe in humanity. So this book that is all about. And the second book is The Smiley Girl. For people who know me in real life, I'm that smiley girl. So that's how I got the title. And this book is about kindness. So we try to teach our kids how they can be kind. And when we started teaching them about kindness, it was really hard because some days they could say, no, I have a kid that has been mean at the playground. There is no way I can be kind. And we told them, you should be kind every day, regardless how you feel, because that is who we are. That is what we are teaching you at home. So we came up with an idea about the kindness calendar. So every day of the day, they have to come up with some fun things they have done to others that are kind. And at the end of the month, we put the calendar on the fridge. We see each one of them who has done a lot of random act of kindness during the month, and we give them a prize.
Oh.
Yes. and for all of them, they have been getting especially monetary prizes. Like we can give them $50, and they are excited to keep doing random act of
Sure.
kindness. And this book has qualified us to be part of Auto Elite Award. It's a global competition, and we have been selected among 400 authors
Wow.
competing. Yeah. And you
Wow.
can just vote for us by going to www.autoeliteawards.com.
AUTO Elite?
Yes, Author Elites Awards.
Oh,
Yes,
Author
one
Elite
word.
Awards. Okay.
Yes, .com.
Congratulations. That's
you
incredible.
so
Well,
much.
keep us posted. Let us know how it's going.
Yeah, so yeah, we hope every kid who will read it will keep up with the fun of doing a kindness calendar with his own family.
Wow.
That is what this book
Nice.
is all about. Yeah.
Well, I think everyone would agree. And when I read your story, it's obviously that it was a perfect fit for the collaborative. I mean, this is exactly what we're trying to do. And then, but you're not just writing about it, you're actually living it and instilling it in your children. So good for you. And thank you for all. You've sent so many of the new authors that are with us actually came through you. You actually
Yeah.
recommended Ella's Way.
Yes.
So thank you.
I'm that type of person in real life. I always like to support other people. So if there is anyone who needs help with anything, I'm always here for you all. You can get my email or my phone number. I don't really mind if you reach out.
Good. Well, we'll be reaching out because we get up to Portland. We actually have family in that area. So we'll be
Mhm.
reaching out and maybe grabbing a cup of coffee with you one of these
Yeah,
days.
that would be great. I would love to give you some hugs.
Good. I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
And another idea that popped up in my mind when you were talking about how you can raise funds was to maybe something you can plan in December was to do breakfast with Santa. This is an event that has been very popular in Gorham, and so many not-profit organizations have been raising money. Parents, grandparents, they come in the mornings, and then Santa is sitting next to where the tables are set up. And for people who come, they have to pay before having the breakfast. And then at the end of the breakfast, they just have a photo with Santa. So
Wow.
yeah, so the money that are paid that day can benefit your organization.
Wow, that's a great idea
I think
too.
that is a cool activity you can do, or an event. Maybe you can bring the books or some color activities so that the kid can have so much fun. Yeah.
Well, we'll talk more about that. Maybe you and I can set up a one-on-one time, do a Zoom together and talk some more about it. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good. Yolanda is also known as Trevor D. That's her author's name. You're brand new to us. You want to tell us where you're from and your book?
Yes. My name is, well, as it says on the screen, Yolanda. I write as Trevor D. I am from New Jersey. And my book that's on the collaborative is, I have 3, but the book that's on the collaborative is Jaden and Zora's Crown. And I am sorry, I am caring for my parents here in North Carolina, so I'm not home. I don't have my book or anything, but it's about a little girl who is excited about her hair. So she's on the playground and she's telling her friends who happen to be boys, my hair is my crown. And they are like, Zora, what are you talking about? We don't know what you're saying. And so she gets annoyed with them. She's like, never mind. So that statement stuck in their heads, in Jaden's head, who is the main character. So he asks his dad, and then he has a dream about Zora's hair and the amazing things that she can do with her hair. And in the end, they realize that, yes, Zora's hair is her crown. And it's really a book about not only affirming yourself, because Zora was proud of who she was and her hair, but it's also about learning how to affirm others. So the Jaden and his friend Chad were able to finally be able to affirm their friend, to celebrate their friend, and to celebrate the things that are amazing about their friend. And so it's just, again, it's just teaching. So in this story, it's hair, but in another story, it could be a disability. And someone else, it could be a disease, vitiligos, anything. And so it's just teaching children to celebrate the things that make us unique and that make us different, and to be proud of who you are, right? To celebrate everything about yourself, because those things can be used to unite people instead of dividing them. So that's what that story is about. And I write stories that they're infused with love, self-love, loving others, empathy, because I believe that when you teach children early when you expose them to different types of people and different things, that they then are not afraid. And as they grow older, they become children and adults that use those differences, like I said, and those uniquenesses to unite everyone. And my stories are also featured there. I think representation is important. I think the author who wrote the stories about the blended family.
Oh, Melody. I'm
Melody, yes, that you
Owner.
mentioned
Owner.
how important it is for children to see themselves in books. I am a fan of Rudine Bishop Smith, who says books should be mirrors, windows, and doors, right? They should be able to look in the book and see themselves. They should be able to look in the book and it'd be like a window and they take a peek into someone else's world, or a sliding glass door that they can actually go in and experience and learn more about other people. So that's my
Lovely.
story. And I'm
Wow.
excited to be here. And thank you, Ornella, for making this connection. I appreciate it. And I'm excited and I'm looking forward to participating and in the fundraisers and anything that I can do to help the collaborative.
Thank you so much. And I tell you, the more people we talk about the collaborative, well, everyone is so interested in it.
Mhm.
I'm just getting such great feedback. So we're lucky to have you guys, lucky to have you, Yolanda. And I loved your story as
Thank
well.
you.
It was really different than anything we had in the collaborative. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank
Before
you.
we lose, I wasn't sure if Winnie, if you want to go next, Winnie, you have, I'm not sure about your connection, if it was a little unstable, but go ahead. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can speak or not.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Lini.
Okay.
Here it's raining, so I hope the transmission is continuous for you all to understand, because I had a problem. I half guessed what was being said some of the time. Some of the time it was fine. Like,
That's fine.
so I'm from India, Chennai to be specific, and I have written a book named Everyone is Different. This is the book.
Yep. Everyone is different.
Mm.
Beautiful.
So
Nice.
I put in flowers and then added some animals also, because kids are interested in animals a lot more than flowers and plants. Like, so the main intention of the story was to let children know that it is very okay to be different from others. God has made us unique, and at the same time we are same like others. We have feelings, same pain and same happiness. So I try to bring that through the story. I try to make the main characters both equally beautiful. So different should not mean that someone is less and someone is more. Then I tried to show the importance of friendship, though it's not very obvious, I wanted those concepts to be introduced to kids while parents read out the story to their children. And it encourages discussion with parents so that kids think it is okay to discuss things with their parents. It's okay to take consent from parents and then go around doing good. Like, so all that I try to put inside the book. Not obviously, but at the same time, when children hear that story repeatedly, these values get imbibed. So that's what I try to do with this storybook.
Yeah.
I hope you get a chance to read it, and I hope you all enjoy reading the book.
Great message. Yeah.
As for me,
Mm.
I am a physics graduate and I did my master's in journalism. So I worked as a newsreader, I have worked as a teacher, and then I had to concentrate on the home front because for sometimes I was needed more at home. I couldn't afford to go out and work and all. And then after a break, I started writing again. Like,
Nice to meet you.
Nice. And Lenny's story is the messages are very subtle in your story. Like you said, they're not obvious. It's very subtle, but the illustrations, what captured me because they were almost exotic looking.
sorry, I
No, they're
couldn't get to that.
different.
Sorry, I couldn't
Yeah.
hear it.
Yeah. So the illustrations, the flowers themselves are just really kind of exotic looking, really beautiful. So nicely done. And thank you. Thanks for being, you've been a great support coming to all the meetings, no matter what time of the day it is in India. So thank you for that. All right. Thank you. And
I
John.
couldn't hear that.
Oh, sorry,
But
Lenny.
I-
Thank you so much. We love your story.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Up at the top, this isn't Lauren, it's actually John. So Lauren is his mom and #1 advocate, right, John?
Yes.
So you want to tell us a little bit about you? I know some people you've met before, but we do have newcomers. So about you and your stories.
Yes. Yeah, let me just get the 2 books. I know they're all over the house.
I can bring them up, John. Hey, John,
What?
I can bring them up. Let me bring them up on the screen.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me just bring them up real quick. It's easier to do it probably that way than have you have to go and get them. So here's one. It's called Adventures in Handum.
Yep.
And by John R. Miller, and then The Magical Heart of Handum. So,
Yes.
John, you want to tell everyone where you came up with your idea?
Yeah, so those 2 books, they all started very long time ago, back when I was like about 5 and a half. I still do this to this day because it's still one of my hobbies, but I would wrestle and play with my hands, and they were basically it was a sticker Tim. Plus, I'm on the autism spectrum, which I'm very proud of. Yeah. But
Go ahead.
yeah, but yes, I created like 30 or more characters on my own hands, and I created this whole universe called Handum.
Wow.
It's a fictional planet where all people look like hands. So, excuse that Lenny's barking.
Because that's Lenny.
Yes, they just got their haircuts. They needed it bad. But they look good. But yes, anyway. So yes, the first one, which is the blue one that Sherry just showed you on the website, it's about having a good and kind heart and finding off good, and the good finding off evil.
Mhm.
And the second one, which was a prequel to the original one, which is the purple, the magical heart, it's mostly just about the power of friendship, and basically that's what is spreading love and kindness. They're both good books. They've been like from little kids to a little more older kids and adults.
Yeah. These stories, actually, it's funny, John, you and I have been working together since you were, what, 16 maybe? 16?
About 16, yes.
About 16, and you're how old now?
21.
So,
Will be
so,
22
Wow.
in a few months.
so,
Actually, yeah.
yeah, early happy birthday.
Oh,
John's,
yeah. 4 months.
yeah.
4 months.
I met John at, I think, a craft fair, an event of some kind, and his mom
CPAC.
said that he had, right, he'd written these stories with his hands, that he was on the autism spectrum and he uses his hands as a form of STEM, and that he created these great stories, and she wants to know how about getting them published. So we started meeting, and John did his own illustrations in his books as well as writing his stories. So we were able to put the stories together. And Ellis Way actually published his 2 books for him. And since then, John, you've just grown incredibly. You're doing some public speaking now,
Nice.
where
Yes,
you were
yes,
this
you
real
did.
quiet guy before.
No, yeah, you really used to be, yeah. But yes, we did Wyndham several weeks ago. About 8 bucks, but it was very nice. Yeah, we've got some cool stuff coming up in September. That Wyndham, some lady from the Wyndham Fair asked me to come speak at their school.
Nice.
And also, I don't know what if it was the same school or a different one, but I'm gonna be probably doing a presentation along with a speech. So a little something new.
Yeah.
Because again, the cases have been decreased, which is good. And luckily, just want to let you guys know I am fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
This is
Good for
probably
you.
the first full day I'm actually back to myself, because actually early Tuesday morning it was not good.
Mm.
I got it on Monday after my driving appointment, the second shot, so the side effects, so it was not good. The first one was only a sore arm.
Mhm.
Second one, and I just got really sick, and I had to skip one day from going to that Sandown, just to
Yeah.
not make everyone sick.
Yeah.
But I came back the next day, it was better, and then my stomach was just a little messed up. It's probably because I was hungry, because again, when I get sick, I don't eat as much as I used
Yeah.
to. But anyway, I'm feeling good again.
Nice. That's good.
Good,
yeah.
John.
Thank you. But
Good.
yes,
Glad you're feeling better and glad school is going well and you're in college now and,
I know that children's literature class is done, the one I was
Yep.
telling you about.
yeah, good for
Straight
you.
A. Straight A.
Straight A's? Wow,
Straight A, yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah.
The hardworking
yeah.
man right there.
Yeah.
So John's books are truly unique and different, and his artwork is really unique, and all the characters are shaped like hands from his own hands, and just it's real exciting to see all the progress you've made as well. So congratulations, John.
Thank you. I just recently finished a picture up. I don't know if Mom mentioned this to you, but she knew this guy from high school, Keith Bonin, who does this. He and his wife are part of this thing called Bondra Web. I don't think you've heard of it.
No.
But he's the one that helped redesign the website, what it looks like now.
Okay.
You saw what it looks like, right?
Yep. Well done. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought I'd show you. And it's something new I might do for the third book, because I know I've done many sunset pictures, but no one's seen the town of Hampton under sunset like it's outlined in it.
Where'd you go, John?
Leonard, will you be quiet? I have a meeting.
I can bring it up on the screen, John, and show.
Now,
Yeah.
I just, I got it up here, but,
Okay.
yep. You put it out here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, and his iPad.
So this is his
Oh.
wife, Tanya, and this is him. They wanted me to do this. So yeah, this is something new. I haven't done this, but see, remember the gumdrop houses?
Yeah.
Very different, huh? Because it's like there's the sunset. It's almost like the ray is beaming over it, so that's probably like it's outlining it.
That's nice, John. This looks like a caricature.
I showed Mom this yesterday, and she's like, "Wow."
Good for you.
Nice.
And this is from the new pro. Because then again, I did think you didn't tell the other lady, so I almost lost 7 years of all that stuff on the pro. Remember, I got the new one,
Oh,
and then it
wow.
was erased. We literally erased everything.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
luckily, the Apple people got it back up. So
Good.
thank
That's
God.
good.
That would have been heartbroken. Definitely.
Well,
I
keep
need
up
to take
the
lessons from him,
Mhm.
the iPad lessons.
keep up the good work, John. You're working
Thank you.
hard. I know, with school and the new job and the whole bit. So good
Yeah,
for
I'm
you.
trying to get a full time actually, like to still go in my career.
Good.
Yeah, but yeah, Timberland. Yeah, I'll be done next week. It was a good experience. I might read the books to the kids actually, because
Good.
next week's all about stories, and I'm like, yes, cool.
Good for you. All right. Well, let's move along. Does anybody have any questions for me? Anything? Any comments? Anything else that we could be doing as a collaborative that you think would be helpful to you as an author, or maybe for marketing or anything else?
Wait, Deb, did you introduce? I don't know, Deb.
Oh, Deb, did you do
Deb
this?
and Lee.
Yes.
Oh, I know that. I don't know why my husband's name is on there too. It shouldn't be on there.
Oh, did I miss you, Deb? I apologize.
No, you didn't. No, I already.
No.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Maybe
Lord,
before
I'm
you
sorry.
came on.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Anyway, hello.
Hi.
Is there anything I could be doing for you guys? I'm trying to keep myself available to you and keep things moving along. You happy with the process so far?
This is just an idea. I know you have somebody who's really going to be the go-to person in the restaurant
Yep,
program.
that's Dave. Uh-huh.
But could you possibly work out a little like one-page script that someone could use to approach the restaurants on the initial contact, which would, outline what the program and your organization, and put it in a nice concise way so that we could go in maybe and sort of use that,
That would
maybe
be
even
great.
have copies as a handout with the name of the contact person on it.
Perfect. Yeah,
that we could print up from the website or email to us or something like that.
sure. Be happy to do that. As a matter of fact, we had an original brochure and we just, I think the word is during all the pandemic, we've had to pivot. Originally the restaurant idea was to have them done, and we have a restaurant that's doing that you donate $1 from a particular item. But when we just met with this restaurant the other day, they want to just have an event evening, just food sales for one evening's a percentage. And our brochure didn't include that as an option. So we're redoing the brochure right now. So I can get that out to everybody and maybe just like a little one-page fact sheet or something with the contact information and do that. And again, this would be just great. This would go anywhere. This is just a perfect opportunity to send out to everybody. So, but yeah, happy to do that. And we'll get it out to all of you. So be thinking, who do I know in a restaurant that might, or a coffee shop, or even an ice cream stand? Maybe it's an ice cream flavor of the month that they want to donate to Ella's Way. There's so many people who believe in our mission. So we might as well, start tapping into that a little bit. So happy to do that. Great. Anything else we could be doing or that I can do for you guys?
I haven't been doing much on social media. I don't know if anyone else has. Maybe I can check social media pages to get an example of how you guys are promoting the collaborative. Just not-
Yeah. Let's see if I can, hold on a second. Let me bring up, I'll do Facebook
Mhm.
real quick. Let me just bring it up and basically kind of show you what we just did actually for Lenny's book yesterday. And then we did the same thing on Instagram the day before. So hold on one quick second. While it loads. I'm still getting better at Zoom, but it's still taking a while. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so let me go back and share my screen here. Share screen. Where's Facebook?
Now, this is something that you guys have done. You guys have put out there, Ella's Way, the collaborative put out there for
Yes.
Lenny. Okay,
Yes, the
Okay.
collaborative put it there. So let me just get to the right page. Okay. Right, so this is, move this over. So right now, this is one particular post we just did on Facebook for Ella's Way, loving all the talent in our new collaborative, meet Lenny Fernandez
gotcha.
right here. And then we have a link to the website so
Okay,
that you can actually click on it and go right to her author's page.
okay.
Right there. So we're doing that. We've got quite a few done already and still working through, all of the folks. But we did that on Instagram as well. So the same type of a post went on Instagram too.
But are any of the authors promoting themselves, or are they just taking what you guys put and sharing it, or, you know what I mean? Like, I know that you guys are, the collaborative is putting things on Facebook, but are any of the other authors putting anything out on their own?
I can tell you, so there's just real quick, there's like one of our other authors, Tina Weaver. So here,
Oh,
there's
nice.
hers right there. I love you, little goose. So we've been doing that for all the different, there's John's Magical Heart of
Yes. Okay.
Hand. So we've been working through those.
Okay,
And then I can tell you that I probably have 4 or 5 authors in a group that have taken either the review that we wrote or the kindness sticker, and they've posted it themselves on
okay,
Instagram or on Facebook. There's been quite a bit of sharing
gotcha.
of our
Okay,
posts going on.
okay,
I can't say that unless someone tags us, I don't know if they're just posting things about Ella's Way on their own
Okay.
or not. But I
okay,
have seen quite a bit of sharing happening when I post something or
Okay.
Dave posts something, and then they'll go ahead and share it.
okay,
Like I said, I've probably seen maybe 4 or 5 authors just take their book and say, we're so excited to get our kindness sticker. And then they'll reference people back to Ella's Way. So that's,
okay,
wow. Have
okay,
you guys
thank
been
you.
seeing it, the rest of you on social media? Have you seen some things out there?
I have to keep up with it better.
Yeah,
And I was sort of waiting to get that the digital one that I guess I missed when it went out. I was waiting to get that to make
Yeah,
it
no problem.
more, to share it.
Okay,
so we're trying to keep up with it. I was going to ask, one of the questions that I had today about social media is how do people get 12,000 followers on Instagram? So I have no idea how that happens. I mean, we'll get, who just said, somebody say something, or now, do you
I
have
was saying
12,000?
you can use the hashtag to get more followers,
Okay.
especially when it is public. If you make your page public and you use hashtag in the comment section every time you post something, many people can see it and they can just come and follow you. Another thing that can work is using the reel, make short video and then post it. Many people can see them through Instagram.
And we've been doing the hashtags and all of that, and we may get 4 or 5 new followers in a particular day. But I'm like, how do you get to 12,000? That's a lot. That's a lot of work cut out for us right now. But we're working it. We're still plugging away at it. Well,
It's
you guys,
challenging.
it's
I know
it is
that
challenging.
I know that people use other people to promote to get the
Yeah.
followers. They'll use like influencers or people that already have a lot of followers and tag them on some of the posts.
That
Right.
Well,
Well-
it's work.
Stay tuned. Jamie Gabbard, one of our authors, next month will be speaking to us about it. So we'll take
Nice.
all
That's
those
good.
tips and tricks and do it.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, all right, you guys. Well, I hope this has been helpful for you. And this video will again be posted on the website for anyone who wasn't able to attend today. And if you ever need anything, just reach out and I can do one-on-one Zooms with you if you want, or phone calls, or we'll just keep chatting away at our meetings. So
Thank you.
stay well, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Saturday.
Thank you. It's nice
Thank
to
you.
meet
Great pleasure to
everyone.
meet you all.
Take
Nice
care,
to meet
everyone.
you as well.
To meet you
Same here.
guys.
You.
See you
All
soon.
right.
Nice to
We'll
meet
talk
you.
soon.
Yeah.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.